think the Biennale of the Architecture Biennale in '96 was a very important kind of new beginning of the Biennale, because there was the great Biennale of 1980 of Paolo Borghese, which introduced really a new type of exhibition also, and a new presentation of architecture. And then there were different exhibitions in between. But I think in '96 it was a really kind of restart of the Architecture Biennale. I think there was a lot of political discussions behind and cultural discussions. Should it be combined with the Art Biennale or not? And I think the '96 Biennale, also because of including the national pavilions and national presentations, which did already Francesco Dalcò before, but in this way it was really the Biennale in a cultural, structural way that shifted to the kind of art world of architecture, because introducing the Golden Lions also for the Architecture Biennale, not only for the Art Biennale. So it became really a special type of architecture exhibition, which continued then starting with 2000 till now. And the '96 Biennale also in his concept was very important, because it was a very, a very intense selection of architects all over the world. And as in the panel today, Svi Hecker was saying that Hans Hollein was a real seismograph also in this time, to looking what's going on in architecture. It was not so mainstreaming like nowadays or the last years, with following all the new buildings by all the star architects. Because I was responsible for the architecture in Domus magazine in this time, and I had this job more or less every day, looking what's going on in architecture in the world, and it was not so easy to find important projects in '96. Especially in Italy. It was the worst situation of architecture in Italy in this time. And I think this, looking for these international architects, or the architects from all over the world, it was very successful, the selection of Hollein, because you could have seen in the following years that a lot of them, nearly every Pritzker Prize winner of the following years was shown in this Biennale. Also, some not well-known architects of this time, just like Katsuo Seijima or Glenn Murcutt or other architects, were not so recognized internationally. So it was important in bringing up architecture on a broader audience with this kind of exhibition and selection. And then started on this, let's say, epoch of single star architects with their single monuments. And I think in the continuity of architecture development of the following years till now, till 2010, I think it was very interesting that these star architects, these exceptional sculptural building proposals and things like that, were just a few years ago were coming to an end, more or less, because in developing the new computer software and a lot of more clients, emerging regions in the world like China, like Arabia, and all these areas, nearly everyone can do this remarkable building. I said sometimes before that you cannot decide if a proposal is by a well-known star architect or by a student from South America or Russia. You have the same technical possibilities to do these images, not the buildings anymore, but the images. And so for me was the Aaron Betsky Biennale 2 years ago really the end of an epoch. And it was really amazing to see this Biennale by Seijima. I expected nothing, because I'm really in the world of architecture, but nearly half of the names I never heard before. Seijima had chosen for this exhibition. And it's for me a kind of new beginning of architecture. This, for me, Seijima is presenting in the main exhibition the main questions of architecture. What is atmosphere? What is feelings in spaces? What is material? I think the very basic elements of architecture chosen by the selected architects, proposed by the selected architects, and it's I think for me it's the most wonderful exhibition of the Biennale, because I'm in the world, active in the world of architecture, and nearly knows all what's going on, and this gives really a new feeling of architecture.